If your social media ads are not converting, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Khalid. I'm the CEO of Khalid Talks Marketing and I help multi-million pound businesses scale. Let's talk about ads. This is a subject that I am so passionate about. Why? Because we set up so many ads through my agency for clients and we do a lot of testing and we're going to let you know what to do to make your ads scale and work for you. Let's get into the history of ads. What an ad used to be was a TV advert that was made. So they used to spend one budget on a massive commercial and they used to play that commercial on prime time TV. So they used to use that ad for like 6 months or a year or a few months. And it was one creative that used to pull in the people. A lot of agencies are applying the same principle still today. Like the old school agencies, the key is the creative. What I mean by this is you don't follow that principle, you don't have one amazing ad, you need dozens of amazing ads. Why you need dozens is because you need to A B test which ad works well for you. Let's talk about a case study. I have a client who is similar to Uber, and Uber is running 3 ad creatives for the whole national UK campaign. I'm estimating their conversion is going to be about 10 to 14 pounds per app installation. However, my client, with all the expense of the ads and our agency fees, is getting conversions at £2.50. You're possibly wondering, how are they doing this? It's quite simple. How we're doing this is we're making loads of creatives. So for our creatives, for one offer, the offer is £5 off your taxi. We are running 18 different creatives. So imagine running 18 different adverts for one offer. So what we get to do with that is we get to A B test that. We get to see what's working, what's not working. Every week switch off the bad ads and add new ads into the equation. You're thinking, well, 18 ads so much. You have to put in the effort. You have to put the effort to make the creatives. However, long term, your company value will increase, your sales will increase, and that conversion price will go down, and you'll save more money long term and you'll have more customers. Is it better to have one conversion at £15? Or is it better to have 5 conversions at £2.50? You tell me. When we started off the campaign for them for the first month, I'll give you an example of this. What happened was we had creatives put out there, but we realized the creatives that we used for the first campaign for the 8 adverts we made for them was 40 to 60-year-olds on Android that were downloading the application. So in month 2 and 3, what we did was we made a campaign of using the general public with all demographics being African, being Indian, being Chinese, being young, being old. Made creative with loads of different people, and what that did was that brought our acquisition price down low. And that's what you need to do. When you're running an offer, make sure you have loads of creatives to test, switch off old creatives that don't work, and keep on making more. I know it takes about time and energy to make creatives, but that's the only way. Point number 2. Say you follow the first step, you've got loads of creatives, however, you're not getting conversion. This might be for the reason of, is your offer good enough? What I mean by that is, with the one that we ran for the taxi firm, with them, we had an offer of £5 off your first taxi. So that's the offer. So for example, if you're a bicycle company or you're a drinks company, let's talk about drinks company, yeah? If you're a drinks company and you're selling coffee, what I personally would do is I would sell the coffee and then I would have an offer with it. The offer might be, with the coffee, you get a coffee frother, you get a coffee cup, plus you get the coffee and you get it at an affordable price. And you make it out like, firstly, you're giving them a discount, so your offer's good. And secondly, that they're getting good value for money. So if you have not got a good offer, people will not buy your product. We have ran campaigns where there's stores that are selling different products, and their products are roughly the same price as the competitors. When the product is the same price, people will shop around. However, if you give them an offer that's too good to refuse, they will most likely buy off you. So you got to decide if you want to do volume or if you want to do a selected few products for your sales. What I always say is you need a great offer. If you got a great offer, it's like something for free or something for cheap, people will buy into that without hesitation. Let's talk about the wrong audience. I hear this people say this, oh yeah, we're not getting any sales because we got the wrong audience. That used to be the case where you used to program in your audience. However, with TikTok, you got the GMV audience where the AI figures out what the audience is for you and they give you that data after the campaign so you can target those people. And for Meta, you've got the AI audience built in now, the Advantage Plus audience. You can use that if you're stuck with that. Use the Advantage Plus audience and then see after a few weeks who your target demographic is. And once you know who your target demographic is, retarget them. So with your audience, if you're stuck and if you're not a pro at it, use the auto AI features that these platforms have. However, if you're a pro, you know what you need to do. You need to go inside, and what you would do is you would refine it. So let's talk about refinement with your audience and placement. A lot of people don't realize when you advertise on Meta, for example, like Facebook, when you're spending your pound, you're going to spend money on the placement on the explore page. Your audience is going to see your advert on the messenger page. It's going to see it in the news feed. It's going to see it in the search bars. It's going to see it in different places. So you might have 15 different places. What you need to do is run your ad, and then after a few weeks, you need to see which locations you got your conversion from. Say, for example, if they got the conversion from the explore page or the news feed, what I would personally do is switch off all the other areas where you didn't make a conversion. So then what will happen is next time when you run the ad, it will only get shown in the conversion areas and your acquisition cost will lower. If you guys don't know how to do that, drop me a message. I'll put in my email address here, and what I can do is I can guide you through that process. Let's rearrange this. You need a strong offer. You need loads of creatives and you need the right product placement with audience. As long as you follow these steps, you are going to win in this digital era. That's me. I'm Khalid Talks Marketing. I'll catch you next week for the next episode. And the next episode is going to be about why branding is your next digital asset.